I have exactly 1 week as of me filming this until my largest event of the entire year, and I'm not even at home to prepare for it right now. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Melanie, and while I'm not working my full-time job, I run a small business called Melagurumi where I specialize in making and selling crochet plushies. So the reason for the change of scenery and why I'm in this hotel room is because I'm currently at my company retreat for my full-time job. Today is Wednesday, December 4th. I got in yesterday afternoon and then we technically leave Friday morning. So I'm here for a good chunk of the week until next week, which is Anime Week in Atlanta. If you saw my most recent travel-ish type of vlog, I actually was in Colorado back in May for another company retreat. And then this time around, I was actually able to drive to South Carolina from home because the travel time driving was pretty equivalent to if I flew. And just for convenience purposes, I decided to just drive myself. The room is pretty nice. I'll give a quick little tour eventually, but this is my first time coming back to my room since I left this morning, and it's currently like 6:30. I want to be able to crochet something before it's time to go down for dinner, so I'm gonna see if I can make a quick little chick. This pattern is by Haru Crochets on Instagram, and the yellow chicks specifically take me less than 30 minutes to make. So let's see if I can just whip one up real quick before heading down. This time around, the retreat has been a lot more enjoyable for me. I am not sick for one like I was last time, so like physically I feel a lot better right now. The location of this place is beautiful. One of my coworkers mentioned that Justin Bieber got married here, apparently. It's just a little colder than everyone was expecting, I think. I wanted to squeeze in a little bit of filming yesterday, but I just didn't have time. Oh god, dinner starts in like 10 minutes, so I'll probably just finish this whenever I get back. But yesterday I spent most of my free time just editing my most recent vlog. Feel free to check that out. But today I want to get some of these chicks done so I can add to my inventory. At the moment my inventory is actually in a pretty good spot, but I just want to make as many things as I can during this last week just so I can like maximize the sales opportunities, you know. We also got quite a few other things we need to do whenever I get back home after Friday. I definitely need to practice my booth setup well in advance than just the night before going to set up. I made that mistake last year and underestimated how long it would take for me to set everything up and just kind of lay everything out. I hadn't finished setting up until like 3 or 4 a.m. the next day. Still had to work my full-time job and then went straight to setting up at the actual venue right after that, and then didn't sleep much throughout that whole weekend either. But this time around I'm making sure I take advantage of the weekend so I don't leave it all until the last minute like I did last year. I also need to finalize my pricing for all my items. There's a few things I'm kind of in between right now. I'm a little nervous that certain items might be seen as like too expensive for some people, but these things just like took me so long to make that I want to make sure that the pricing reflects the time and effort I put into individually making each item that I am selling. And last year a lot of people were receptive to my price point, so I'm hoping that it'll be the same for this year. Okay, progress check. We have half of the body done after these past few minutes. I need to go to dinner, but let me give you a quick little room tour. So when you enter the room, there's this entryway and then even a full walk-in closet right there. I have a little bar section, my giant king-size bed, and then the room is huge. Here's a little seating area, TV, and then the desk I was sitting at with everything. This bathroom is insane. I may take advantage of the tub like either tonight or tomorrow night. I don't have the greatest view and it's dark outside right now, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's basically it. I haven't stayed in a room this fancy by myself before, so I feel a little bit spoiled. But yeah, I'm gonna go get dinner, hang out with some of my coworkers for a little bit, and then I'll be back and we can get back to crocheting. Sorry for the weird angle, I'm comfy in bed. But I got back to my room at around like 9:30 or so after dinner, and talking to my coworkers, I came back up, took a shower, and then hopped right into bed and got comfy in order to make more chicks. I finished the one I was working on earlier, and then now I'm starting another one. And honestly, that's probably the plan for the rest of the night, just sitting here in bed, crocheting and watching reruns of Shark Tank on the TV. I've been meeting a lot of people that I didn't get the chance to talk to at the last retreat back in May, but it's been kind of interesting like mingling and socializing with coworkers who are like 40 to 60 years old with kids and grandkids, and then other coworkers who are around my age. So it's a really nice mix of people from all over the country, and I don't know, it's just been really nice having like coworkers and socializing, I guess. I feel pretty fortunate that I actually enjoy my job, and I feel like not a lot of people can say that. So I feel pretty fortunate that I work with pretty cool people and get to go to cool places like this because of work. Dinner was pretty good, and they've been spoiling us with really good desserts every meal. So I've been really enjoying that part of each meal. And then after, a few of us went outside to this giant fire pit that had complimentary s'mores. So we did that and stayed and talked for a little bit. I honestly think there's still a lot of people downstairs like mingling and hanging around, but it's kind of late for me now, and I'm just so socially drained from being in meetings and stuff all day. So I kind of just want to take the rest of the night to recover and work on a few things, and then tomorrow I can socialize more. Good morning. I am so winded right now. We had a slightly longer morning today, so I had breakfast and then decided to go on a little bike ride around the area. Yesterday, I was stuck inside the whole day and didn't even get a chance to step outside, so I wanted to take advantage of being able to see the property and everything today while I had time. Still have meetings and stuff throughout the day, but I think we'll have a little bit more free time later in the afternoon, so I'll see if I can have time to do other things too. But I just got back to do a little bit of work before I meet with everybody, so I'll check back in a bit. So I've needed to wear glasses since like the 3rd grade, and most recently I've been wearing the same prescription glasses for the past few years. If any of you wear glasses, you know that you're supposed to update your prescription every so often. I definitely didn't until Firmoo initially reached out to me so I could get an updated prescription with these new frames. So before these clear frames, I had been wearing these black ones from Costco, I'm pretty sure. That's usually where my family gets their glasses. And while these new clear frames are a nice change from the black ones, I figured it would be nice to have both options. So from Firmoo, I was actually able to find really similar black frames. This one is called the MX40171 in the color black and gold. And upon first comparison with my oldest frames, they look pretty much identical. But with the Firmoo ones, they feel a lot more lightweight and durable. This is a style I'm a lot more familiar with, and I can wear this out whenever I don't want to wear my contacts. I love these black frames so much that I opted to get the sunglasses version, which is the perfect accessory for everyday wear. This version is the ST3500, also in black and gold. If you're interested in getting some new frames for yourself or for a loved one, these Firmoo glasses would be a great gift idea, and Firmoo has some amazing deals going on right now as part of their Black Friday sale. So if you're interested, check out the link in my description below and use my code to get yourself a new pair of glasses. Thanks again to Firmoo for sending me some more pairs. I love that I have options now. Hello again. It's been a busy past couple of days, but I'm finally back home now, as you can tell. I'm pretty sure the last time I picked up the camera was after I came back from my bike ride in the morning, but basically since then I've just been super busy. We had wrapped up our final day with the company offsite. I attended an extra meeting and then had a fancy little dinner with everybody. And then Friday I woke up a little bit earlier to finish up some work, and then I ended up driving back home after, so I got back sometime in the afternoon. I don't know how I slept the last night I was there, but for some reason I woke up to some really bad like neck and shoulder pain, especially on my right side. And it got to the point where by the time I got home, when I closed my front door, I think the angling of it or the positioning was just so weird that an entire like sprout of pain just exploded on my right shoulder. I've never experienced that kind of like physical pain before. So it caught me really off guard, and it was just so bad that I had to take a few minutes to really just kind of like sit there and feel it out and kind of like figure out what was wrong. I did have more work I had to finish up by the time I got home, so I did that real quick. And then I spent the rest of Friday just laying in bed because I really couldn't move. Today is Sunday, so it's been a few days, and it's not as bad as it was on Friday, but it's still kind of sore and painful, and I'm really not sure what it is. So hopefully it gets better over these next couple of days because I'm gonna be needing my physical strength throughout the whole week. Speaking of, today's plan was to do my practice setup, and honestly, I'm really not in the mood to do it today, but I'm really pushing myself to do it now because I'm definitely gonna regret it if I leave it to the last minute again. Setup day is Wednesday, which means I need to have mine ready by Tuesday night. So that really means I only have tonight, tomorrow night, and Tuesday night. So not a lot of flexibility there, but that means if I get it done today, then I don't have to worry about it for the next couple days. So let's get this going and let's see what we can do with our 8x8 space. All right, so I pulled out one of my 6-foot tables that I usually use for my outdoor events. The table will be provided at AWA, but this is just for my practice run. And then I have 2 of these 5-tier collapsible shelves that you can also wheel around, so it makes it a bit convenient for traveling and carrying. If I had an inline booth, this would have been the setup I planned to do, but if you saw my previous video, it's actually confirmed that I'll have a corner booth spot. So instead of having one entrance and doing this little upside down U shape, I will have this wall open as well, and I'm trying to figure out how exactly I want to change the setup around now. I think I'm just going to end up moving the shelf over to the right, so there will be the 2 shelves together against the wall like that, or maybe even pulling out the table, kind of diagonally angling it, and then having the shelves flanking it from the sides if I have the room. But honestly, for simplicity's sake, I think I'm just gonna be moving that one shelf over, that's all. So let's start adding these grid cubes and see how I want everything displayed. Well, that's a little awkward. I got these 2 shelves from 2 separate places and I thought that they were the same, but it's really obvious that this one is a little bit bigger and taller than this one. Oh well. All right, current progress so far. I'm debating if I want to add another tier at the top, but I think I'm gonna try placing the plushies around now just to see how much space I have, and then I'll see if I need that extra layer. But let's see. All right, so I think this is my stopping point for now. I'm a little nervous to continue adding more stuff onto this side because the table isn't super stable with all the shelving and everything. Like, it will break and fall down and everything will get ruined if I mess around with it a little too much. So I'm just gonna stop for now. I'm not entirely set with where I want everything placed yet. I'm tempted to switch around the big characters and place them all at the top row over here, and then moving the $50 items and other things into these shelves here and fill them up a bit more. But I also like that the characters are up close, that people can like inspect them and touch them and see them and everything. But I'm not sure. I want things to be spaced out and not look too crowded, so I'm definitely going to have to move a lot of the big items around. But I think the small items right here, like the $25 and $15 section out here, are looking pretty good. But I guess I can finalize this in a couple of days during setup day. I'm honestly not too concerned because this already gives me a really good idea of how I want everything displayed. Before practicing, I honestly had no clue where I was gonna place everything, so this gives me a really good idea at least. So yeah, final display will be ready in a couple of days, but I think we're okay to start taking everything down and packing up. All right, it is Tuesday, the day before setup day for Anime Week in Atlanta, and it's 6 p.m. right now because I just had probably the busiest work day of my entire career. I've been getting pulled into so many meetings and gotten a lot of requests from a lot of people. So there's a lot of work to be done with that. And now I have these last few hours of the night to finish up a few more things to fully get ready for my booth setup tomorrow. I do need to pack up the displays, so packing up all the plushies, all the shelving and everything. I need to load all my pricing into Square, and then finishing up as many plushies as I can tonight. To be honest with you, I definitely started feeling the stress a lot more this morning because I kept getting bombarded with work and then had all the last minute stuff in mind, and my mind is just thinking through so many different things right now. But I'm trying to remind myself that this is going to be a fun rest of the week. Stressful, yes, but a lot of fun too. I'm really excited to see the layout of the haul tomorrow and potentially meet a few of the vendors setting up. So let's get going so I can feel a little bit more prepared. This looks so suspicious. I promise it's just all my plushies, but I'm really surprised that I managed to fill up 6 entire bags full of plushies. I feel like I organized and labeled them in a way that I can remember, and I could have gone with clear bags to see all the plushies inside easily, but for safety and risk reasons, so my entire inventory isn't like out in the open for everyone to see like that, I figured that getting a solid color would be a better option. And these bags are holding up pretty well, so I'm hoping that carrying them around on day one will be pretty smooth. All right, this is everything I'm bringing tomorrow, plus an extra chair. And then the plushies will come with me Thursday morning for day one. And that's everything. I'm debating if I want to bring my entire inventory on Thursday and just keep bringing it back and forth every day, but I'll figure that out later. And I finally have my couch back.